Brad, you called a timeout just before Horford's last three-pointer, put you ahead for good. Was that the play that you drew up?
So we wanted Kelly to slip a screen and Isaiah to either turn the corner or make the right read, and they both went with Isaiah. They blitzed Isaiah, so Isaiah made the right read and threw it to Kelly. And then we wanted Al in the corner because sometimes that's a unique position for a big man defending to be in. So, you know, and he's made shots. He spaced the floor. Him spacing the floor in the fourth quarter was huge for us.
Coach, you called that early timeout in the second half, and the team made a run in the second half. What was the message at halftime to?
I mean, to be candid, we didn't have a very good. I thought we kind of went through the motions in practice yesterday and didn't play very well for a lot of the first half. I thought Philly had a lot to do with that. I thought they just kind of set the tone for how the game was going to be played. They were faster, quicker. They pushed us out. They played tougher than we did, and that was until that run in the third quarter was when we kind of got back to what we need to be. You know, and then it goes back and forth in the fourth, and it's anybody's ball game. But, you know, again, I think Philly had a lot more to do with our playing poorly, but I think we contributed to it.
Embiid, pretty good.
Yeah, real good.
Important for Al to, like you said, space the floor, to be out there taking him. Just to
Have
at least,
to,
yeah.
right? I mean, we've said it all year. We're not very big, so the skill element's very important for us. And Amir hit 2 threes today. Kelly spaced the floor for us. Kelly made a great play on that pass to Al. That was the right read. It was the right thing to do in that moment. And Al made the shot, and you know that's what we, you know, it's what we have to be sometimes. And you know, especially against traditional bigs. And you know he's got a great future ahead of him.
How comforting is it to have a veteran like Al in those situations where, the shot might not go in, but you know that he's up to the moment anyway.
Yeah, it's great that you have a guy that's up to the moment, that's been there, done that over and over and over. And the encouraging part is all the plays that some of the young guys made to help us get there. Like I thought the play by Kelly was a great play. Like Al didn't make that shot without a great one dribble drive, draw the defense and kick it out. And Kelly doesn't get that opportunity if Isaiah's not blitzed. So it all works together, and you got to make the right reads and right plays, and those guys did in that moment.
Brad, a lot of coaches talk about sometimes you get a lesson and you get lucky and get a lesson when you win a game as opposed to having to learn from losing. Is tonight maybe one of those games where you maybe learn a lesson about toughness, like you said the day before? You get out.
No, I mean, I think you're going to have days like that throughout the course of the season. They can't become something that you have too often. But everybody between October and April is going to have a bad day at work. So you try to do your best the next day. I don't put too much thought into that. I put more thought into you should always be as focused as you can to bring value to your team, to prepare to win. And then when you get between those lines, you have to be the harder playing team. And Philly was the harder playing team for the first 28 minutes of the game, and they've played really well recently, and Brett does a great job, and it is what it is. You got to outplay somebody to beat them.
Did Marcus help you guys take back that hard playing? I mean, he had two of those steals where he just rips it away, and then even
yeah. I mean, I thought I went with Marcus and Terry because I really trust how much they compete. They'll get after it. They may make a mistake or two here or there, but they're really going to get into the ball. They were, Terry hadn't played in a few games, so he's excited to play. Obviously, other than the Miami game. And so you knew he was going to get up and pressure and make it more difficult. And then Marcus was his typical self on defense. He's terrific.
Coach, can you point to what was the key to Al having such an effective fourth quarter? I mean, usually when fourth quarter rolls around, we all kind of look at Isaiah to carry it a little, but Al really stepped it up and made big plays for you.
Yeah, I mean, they blitzed Isaiah. They were putting two to Isaiah a lot. So Isaiah's three came when he was off the ball on an extra pass from Smart. And so, you have to make the next right play, and oftentimes it's, a big who's being guarded by a traditional 5 that will have that opportunity.
How much confidence does a game like this do for a guy like Al? Because he's had some rough moments where he's missed some shots he normally makes in late game situations, but tonight he delivered when you needed it.
That guy's a 4-time All-Star. He's won a ton of games, no matter where he's been. I mean, he's good. Not worried about him.